can enter mosque to offer prayer, says AIMPLB to Supreme Court. All India Muslim Personnel Law Board has submitted an affidavit in the Supreme Court stating that entry of women in mosque is allowed as per Islam. It is also said any fatwa barring the entry of women may be ignored. The submission was made in response to a Pune-based Muslim couple's plea seeking directions to let women pray in mosques. Youth arrested for harassing women in Muzaffarnagar. Police has arrested a youth named Ajay for harassing a 23-year-old woman when she was returning from college. In another case, a 22-year-old man named Neeraj has been arrested for harassing a school girl. Government advises Unani medicines or homeopathy for coronavirus prevention. In order to keep the coronavirus at bay, Ministry of Ayush issued an advisory based on the traditional medicine practice of Ayurveda, homeopathy and Unani. Government has advised homeopathy for prevention of coronavirus infection and said Unani medicines were also useful in the symptomatic management of the infection. Ayush also suggested few medicines as a preventive measure for infection. UP court grants bail to 48 CAA protesters accused of rioting by police. A court in Uttar Pradesh has granted bail to 48 people accused by the police for rioting and attempted murder during last month's protest over CAA. No evidence has been presented that showed that the mob fired at the cops, as claimed by the police in its FIR, the court said. A total of 83 were arrested after the clashes. Rats eat human eyes in Andhra Pradesh government hospital morgue. The eyes of a corpse were partially eaten by rodents in the mortuary of a government hospital in Andhra Pradesh, Elluru, on Tuesday. When the relatives of the deceased came to the mortuary on Wednesday, they noticed that the eyeballs and eyelids of the corpse has been eaten by rodents. Hospital authorities said the cleaning agency was responsible for this. Even low levels of pollution can trigger heart attack. Even short-term exposure to low levels of air pollution can result in sudden heart attack problems, especially among older people, claim a recent study by Lancet Planetary Health. Speaking to the Express, Dr. Pratik Bhatnagar, Director of Cardiology Care Hospitals in Hyderabad, said, "It is known fact that air pollution impacts human lungs, but because lungs and hearts are interconnected, air pollution also has a huge impact on the human heart." The study sought to proffer evidence that even low levels of particulate matter pollution are dangerous. Coronavirus. Telangana state has no testing kits. As things stand, Telangana state does not have a testing facility or appropriate testing kits to detect the dreadful novel coronavirus which originated in China. All that the state does now is to send samples of the swabs of suspected carriers of the virus of the National Institute of Virology in Pune. Health authorities in Telangana, however, said on Wednesday that they had identified and set aside 100 isolation beds in 3 public healthcare facilities here. We are closely monitoring the developments. Our teams are screening almost all the international travelers at Shamshabad International Airport. We have access to 100 beds in 3 isolation public, said Health Minister Etela Rajendra.